Have you ever wondered what could happen if you drank clove water before going to bed? Most people use cloves only as a spice in the kitchen, but this tiny ingredient hides some incredible health secrets that many people completely overlook. Drinking clove water at night is becoming a powerful natural habit that may help your body detox, improve digestion, reduce inflammation, and even boost immunity while you sleep. As your body repairs itself overnight, the natural compounds found in cloves work quietly to support your health in ways that might surprise you. From better gut health and stronger immunity to clearer skin and improved metabolism, this simple nighttime drink could make a big difference in how your body feels and functions. In this video, we'll reveal 7 powerful benefits of drinking clove water at night that most people are missing out on. Once you discover what this tiny spice can do, you might want to make it part of your nightly routine. Let's dive in. Benefit number 1. It measurably improves your digestion. And here's the mechanism. Most people experience some degree of digestive dysfunction, bloating, sluggish gut motility, and irregular elimination, and most reach for over-the-counter remedies without ever addressing the underlying cause. So let me introduce you to eugenol, the dominant bioactive phenolic compound in cloves, making up roughly 70 to 90% of clove essential oil. Eugenol is not folklore, it is a rigorously studied molecule. A 2013 paper published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry demonstrated that eugenol-rich clove extracts significantly upregulated the enzymatic activity of amylase and lipase, 2 of your most critical digestive enzymes. Amylase breaks down carbohydrates, lipase breaks down dietary fats. When these enzymes are underperforming, you get incomplete digestion, fermentation in the gut, gas, and bloating. Eugenol essentially turns the volume up on your digestive machinery. But that's only half the story. A 2011 study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that clove extracts demonstrated significant antimicrobial activity against pathogenic gut bacteria, including strains responsible for diarrhea and foodborne illness, while appearing to spare beneficial flora. This is a critical distinction. Unlike antibiotics, which carpet bomb the microbiome, cloves' antimicrobial action appears targeted. Why does drinking it at night matter specifically? Because gut motility naturally slows during sleep, and the enzymes in clove water have more time to interact with residual gut contents and the intestinal lining, maximizing the therapeutic window. Benefit number 2. It interrupts chronic inflammation at the molecular level. Here's something your doctor may not have told you. Most chronic diseases, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, and certain cancers share a common upstream driver. It's called chronic low-grade inflammation, and it operates silently for years before symptoms emerge. Eugenol addresses this directly. A 2012 study in the Journal of Immunotoxicology found that eugenol suppresses the activity of cyclooxygenase, the same enzymatic pathway targeted by ibuprofen and aspirin. It inhibits the production of prostaglandins, the signaling molecules that amplify the inflammatory cascade. Now, here's where the timing of clove water becomes genuinely interesting from a physiological standpoint. During slow-wave sleep, your body produces the highest levels of growth hormone and initiates its most robust cellular repair processes. By delivering anti-inflammatory compounds at this precise window, you're essentially giving your repair mechanisms additional biochemical support. You're working with your body's circadian biology, not against it. Less systemic inflammation means less joint pain upon waking, better immune calibration, and over time, reduced risk for the chronic diseases that are the leading killers in the developed world. Benefit number 3, it actively supports liver function and may stimulate hepatic regeneration. Your liver performs over 500 distinct metabolic functions. It filters approximately 1.5 liters of blood per minute. It synthesizes proteins, metabolizes hormones, detoxifies drugs, and produces bile for fat digestion. And it does all of this largely without any conscious awareness on your part, until it can't anymore. Eugenol demonstrates what researchers call hepatoprotective effects, meaning it protects liver cells from damage. The mechanism is multifaceted.
Eugenol reduces lipid peroxidation in liver tissue, a process where free radicals oxidize fatty acids in cell membranes, causing structural damage, and it upregulates the liver's endogenous antioxidant enzymes, including superoxide dismutase and catalase. More remarkably, a 2016 experimental study found that clove extract appeared to stimulate the proliferation of liver cells. This suggests a regenerative capacity, not merely a protective one. For individuals who have experienced hepatic stress from alcohol, medication, or metabolic disease, this is a clinically meaningful finding. Though I want to be clear that most of this data comes from animal models, and direct human clinical trials remain limited. The takeaway: consistently drinking clove water at night may support your liver's overnight detoxification workload, which is incidentally when hepatic metabolic activity peaks. Benefit number 4, it appears to regulate blood sugar through multiple independent pathways. Globally, over 500 million people live with type 2 diabetes, and hundreds of millions more are in the pre-diabetic range without knowing it. Blood sugar dysregulation is arguably the defining metabolic crisis of our era. Cloves interact with glucose metabolism through at least 3 distinct mechanisms. First, eugenol and other polyphenols in cloves have been shown to enhance insulin receptor sensitivity, meaning your cells respond more efficiently to insulin, requiring less of it to achieve glucose uptake. Second, cloves contain a bioactive compound called nigericin, which has demonstrated the ability to facilitate glucose transport into cells independently of insulin, a potentially significant mechanism for insulin-resistant individuals. Third, clove polyphenols appear to inhibit alpha-glucosidase, the intestinal enzyme responsible for breaking down complex carbohydrates into glucose. Inhibiting this enzyme slows glucose absorption and blunts post-meal blood sugar spikes. This is incidentally the same mechanism used by the pharmaceutical drug acarbose. A 2019 study added a layer of circadian relevance. Insulin sensitivity is naturally elevated during nighttime rest in healthy individuals. Consuming clove water, therefore, works synergistically with your body's own glucose-regulating rhythm. For diabetic patients on medication, this matters because if clove water measurably lowers blood sugar and you're already on hypoglycemic agents, you need to monitor closely to avoid going too low. More on contraindications shortly. Benefit number 6, it soothes and protects the respiratory tract. Eugenol has well-documented bronchodilatory and expectorant properties. A 2021 study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology demonstrated that eugenol suppresses the cough reflex centrally and peripherally and relaxes smooth muscle and bronchial tissue, effectively widening the airways. If you experience nighttime congestion, mild asthma, or chronic irritation of the upper respiratory tract, this is directly relevant. While clove water is not a replacement for prescribed respiratory medications, its anti-inflammatory and smooth muscle relaxing properties may meaningfully reduce nighttime respiratory discomfort. The flavonoids in cloves further contribute by neutralizing oxidative damage in airway epithelial cells, the first line of defense against inhaled pathogens. A 2022 study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology showed that clove extracts significantly reduced inflammation in the airways, making it a potential ally during cold and flu season. Benefit number 7, it supports bone density and may slow osteoporosis progression. Bone is a living tissue in constant dynamic remodeling. Osteoblasts build bone, osteoclasts absorb it. When this balance tips towards resorption, as it does with aging, estrogen decline, and chronic inflammation, bone density falls and fracture risk rises. Eugenol and the flavonoids in cloves appear to tip this balance favorably. A 2019 study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that clove bioactives enhanced osteoblast activity while suppressing osteoclast function, a dual mechanism that supports net bone formation. A 2021 study in the Journal of Food Science and Technology documented improved bone mineral density and increased cortical bone strength in animal models treated with clove water. While animal data must be extrapolated to humans cautiously, the underlying mechanism, modulation of the RANK-L signaling pathway that governs osteoclast activation, is directly applicable to human bone biology. Benefit number 7, it may support male erectile function through vascular mechanisms. Erectile dysfunction in men under 50 is overwhelmingly a vascular problem, specifically insufficient nitric oxide production, which impairs the smooth muscle relaxation required for adequate penile blood flow. A 2021 study in the Journal of Food Science and Technology found that cloves' rich antioxidant profile protects endothelial cells, the cells that line blood vessels, from oxidative damage, preserving their capacity to produce nitric oxide. Additionally, eugenol has been shown to directly enhance eNOS activity, endothelial nitric oxide enzyme, the enzyme that synthesizes nitric oxide. This is the same vascular pathway targeted by PDE5 inhibitors like sildenafil, but upstream at the level of nitric oxide production rather than degradation. For men who are experiencing early-stage erectile changes that are vascular in origin, clove water represents a pharmacologically rational, evidence-grounded
complete nutritional intervention. How to